You're welcome to my channel. We are still continuing with our topic 4, entrepreneurship development. So in this video, we are going to be looking at the effects of Idi Amin's economic war on the economy of Uganda. We know that in 1972, Idi Amin chased Indians from Uganda because of different reasons. For example, profit repatriation, employing only their family members, segregation of Africans, and other reasons. So he expelled them. Amin came in power in 1971 up to 1979. And in 1972, it's when he expelled Indians from Uganda. He gave them 90 days to exit the country. Yes, so we are going to look at the effects of that economic war, the positive effects, and then the negative effects on the economy of Uganda. Let's first look at the positive effects. The first effect is that businesses were allocated to Africans. The businesses that were left by the Indian community, they were allocated to the local Africans according to loyalty to the president, the kinship, and even at random. Yeah, so it was a positive effect in that local Africans got what to do. Yeah. Then it led to the rise of new entrepreneurs that had never owned a business. For example, some were attendants in shops, while others were soldiers, like Mohan Chiwanka of Oscar Industries and Balahima Mwanga Chibiyuge of Hotel Africana. Yeah, so it led to the rise of new entrepreneurs in the country. Another positive effect is that it led to nationalization of some large businesses which had not been allocated to individuals. The industries that were not allocated to individuals, they were nationalized. They became public property. Yeah. Then another positive effect is establishment of a holding company. That is to say, the Uganda Advisory Board of Trade, headed by Wasachintu, to manage the companies that had been left by the Uganda Development Corporation and the Asian community. So they introduced a holding company, the Uganda Advisory Board of Trade, to manage the companies that were not under UDC and they were left by the Asian community. Yeah, those were the positive effects of the economic war by Idi Amin on the economy of Uganda. Though the economic war also had negative effects on the economy of Uganda. First was lack of experienced technicians in the factories, since Africans, when Asians were still in Uganda, they were doing normal work of loading, offloading, carrying luggage, things like that. So when the Indians were chased, there were no experienced technicians to operate the factories. Yeah, another negative effect was incompetent managers who received the business. Like, as the businesses were given out at random, it was most times given to incompetent people who could not run businesses. So businesses ended up running down. Then another negative effect is the weak human resource development systems. Since when Indians were still in Uganda, they never trained the human resource in Uganda. It was them that had the knowledge. So the weak human resource development systems could not run the businesses efficiently. Yeah, which led to the collapse of businesses and affected the economy of the country. Another disadvantage or negative effect is lack of local entrepreneurial capabilities. Since Africans or Ugandans had just been introduced to entrepreneurship, they knew nothing about it. Yeah, so there was no way the economy was going to grow with only local entrepreneurs. Yeah, another one was lack of international market linkages due to limited political reputation. When Amin chased the Asians, very many other countries hated Ugandans for discrimination. They discriminated the Asians. So there was limited market outside the country. Yeah. Another negative effect is limited control of many subsidiaries of the UDC portfolio. UDC was left with a lot of work. It was left with very many organizations to handle. Another negative effect was that profitable industries ran down in the 1970s, leaving it with some liabilities but fewer assets. And then lastly, all viable manufacturing units reallocated to other areas, which reduced the UDC to just a skeleton staff based in its headquarters. It made the UDC seem useless, since viable manufacturing units reallocated to other profitable areas.